It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And a wonderful surprise for all of you tonight. Sitting along courtside with legendary Kobe Bryant. Kobe, thanks for joining us.
No, thank you, man. Thank you for letting me be a part of the team.
You're still a fan, aren't you, even though you're retired?
100%.
This game marks the end of this stretch at home for the Lakers. Back on the road tomorrow. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the Magic.
And they couldn't get stops when they needed to. The opposition just too comfortable shooting.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the side.
Well, guys, we know how much...
You're right, D.A. He wants rings and nothing less. And the Black Mamba nickname, one of the things that I think fans really embrace. They know you for that. How did that all come about?
Well, honestly, watching Kill Bill.
Oh, no kidding.
No kidding. It came straight from Tarantino. When I saw him, I thanked him for it.
Oh, I like that story.
Yep, came straight from there. I looked at it and said, wow, that's an interesting name. Look it up.
Makes sense.
Makes complete sense.
Right, yeah. And you like that nickname?
I did. It became my alter ego, right? So when I'm at home, I'm like a big teddy bear, man. I'm like a human jungle gym with my kids. But when I strap up my Mambas, I enter that zone, right? I enter that don't play around zone.
I like that zone.
Yeah.
Your opponents didn't like that zone. A look at the Magic starting group. Inside, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt. And it's a 1-2 in at the 3. And Fournier kicks to a 1-2. Great D that time from James. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game. And he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Magic moving the ball around. Augustine against Ball. To the middle. Stolen by McGee. Ingram attacking. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Hey, when Ingram is in attack mode, it forces the defense's hand, literally. Good job drawing the foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
And Ingram, the former Blue Devil, an extraordinary player who only promises to get better and better.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And Kobe, you look at the different styles and different approaches the teams employ. How much input did you have to say, hey, this is what I'm seeing. This is how I think we should play?
Yeah, well, that was the beauty about Phil's system. The triangle was that the players had to take the responsibility of making it what it was. Right? He gave us a format to play out of, and he gave us the structure. And within that structure, you have a myriad of options.
Right.
And it's our responsibility, it was Michael's and Scotty's responsibility, to figure out how to put Luke Longley, how to put Derek Fisher in the right spot on the floor to take advantage of the defense that you're facing.
Sounds complicated.
No, but you know, when you look at it, like the triangle, it spells things out very simplistically because you have rules.
Right.
When you have rules, then it's very easy to say, okay, when this happens, this happens. When that happens, this happens. Right? So it makes the game very, very easy to measure. And so things don't happen on accident. Right? They happen with intent.
The Lakers have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Kyle Kuzma is a guy who burst on the scene during his rookie year and is a fun player to watch. He's a guy that really has an outstanding all-around game.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here is Augustine. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Nuggets in Denver.
Yeah, passed the ball well that last time out. Pinpoint passes and racked up a bunch of assists.
And it's a one-do missing. The drive by James, lays it up and banks it in.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
Augustine passes to Fournier. Here's a one-do. He's covered by Ingram. Augustine looking around. A 3-ball. Drops in the tray. Augustine's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, and Augustine continues to get it done from deep, Kevin. A consistent 3-ball shooter who gets his shot up in a hurry.
James kicks to McGee. Kuzma passes to LeBron. Back to Kuzma. Good, and the assist goes to James. Kuzma's got 5. Well, Kobe, you're known as one of the greatest Lakers of all time. I know you feel there are a lot of guys in that first line of the sentence, right?
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. Guys that I've watched growing up. I mean, listen, I go all the way back to the days of Pollard and Mikan, and I've watched them all, let alone the Baylors, the Chamberlains, the Jabbars, the Worthies. Man, I mean, it's just...
What names?
I mean, what franchise has those?
No one.
Right? I mean, if you look up in the rafters and you see all the jerseys that are hanging up there, they're not some of the all-time Laker greats. They're some of the all-time greats, period. Right? And so to be a part of that franchise is just mind-blowing.
Stolen by McGee. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. Look at that jam.
Wow. Come on now. Bring the thunder. Rock that rim.
And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Toronto, they hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And of course, the Orlando Magic, they're 5 spots away.
And when I look at Orlando, they're one of the NBA's early season success stories. They've made an immediate push toward the top of the standings.
I'm not sure how long they'll be able to stick around up there, but so far it's been a lot of fun to see how much progress they're making.
Pass the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Ball against Augustine. Vucevic dishes to Fournier. Augustine in the corner. To end the run, his second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at him. Show him you can shoot from outside all night long. Now LeBron. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take some. Something away. Here's Fournier. He's coming off a 19-point game against Denver.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
A one-do, kicks to Fournier. Pass to Augustine. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over ball. And Kobe, many people measure success in the NBA with the number of rings, not so much the stats. For Karl Malone and Steve Nash and guys of that ilk, you know, they're truly great players, but they never won a championship. How are these legacies measured, do you think, when all is said and done, when you take a look at the landscape of that time?
Well, they're great players who just never won championships. I mean, it's that simple to me. They're just phenomenal players. And winning a championship is extremely difficult. You have to have so many things go right for you. You have to be extremely fortunate to be with an organization and to have a GM that understands talent, understands the cap, understands how to build championship caliber teams. And Michael and myself were extremely fortunate, as was Larry, as was Magic. But at the same time, it becomes a player's responsibility to lead that core group of players to the title.
Yes, that goes in. McGee's got 6. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Here's a 1-2, covered by LeBron, and stolen by James. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
And the leadership James brings to this team is incredibly valuable. When things get tight, they look to the king to provide for them.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there as easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
Let's check out some stats for McGee. This past month, he's really set himself apart. He's averaging 11 points a game, almost 2.5 blocks, and 6 rebounds. And the intimidation factor that he possesses with his shot blocking and rim presence, really the backbone of their defense.
Yeah, you know, he's protecting the rim like it's his family. I mean, don't even think about going in there.
Hart, he's checked in for the Lakers. Grant the pass to Bamba. He dishes it to Fournier. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for James? Second in scoring, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And what he's doing right now, carving up defensive schemes at will, second best scorer in the league. It's just a marvelous thing to watch and appreciate. Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Tyson Chandler. He's checked in for JaVale McGee. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Brandon Ingram. Ross kicks to Isaac. Tries to snap the cold streak. And the foul called on Terrence Ross. That's his first foul. Los Angeles leading by 17. After 20 years in the NBA, Kobe, you were able to play with so many people. Who is most like you among guys you played with, who you would have said, this guy is like-minded? Like would Derek Fisher fit that category?
Yeah, D-Fish was tough.
Yeah.
D-Fish was tough. Adam Morrison, actually, believe it or not.
No kidding.
Adam Morrison. It made practices, it drove us because he was competitive in practice. I mean, he tried to play defense. and he couldn't move laterally with the athleticism that most players could. But he was competing hard every single day, man. And he had a lot of competitiveness.
You like that?
Oh, yeah. My whole team was built like that. We had a lot of guys that were temperamental. A lot of temperamental guys that you look at and say, you know what? You're not going to win a championship with that group. And we sit back and we laugh to this day. Like Shannon Brown and I will get together and we'll talk about the old days. We'll just look at each other and say, you know, can you believe we won a championship with a bunch of misfits?
But collectively, I guess, right, there was something that obviously worked.
Yeah, we're all crazy. Yeah. And so, you know, when you take a bunch of crazy and you focus it on one thing, it tends to work out.
There it is, yeah.
There it is.
Another ring.
Yeah.
And it's Grant in the corner. Left side, Gordon. Shoots over Kuzma. They get the rebound. Goes back up. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain neutral position.
and they are doing some damage from deep.
Which is the main reason, partner, they're sitting on this big lead. Awesome shooting so far.
Gordon for three. The Lakers with the rebound. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz. James with it. He's got 13. There's the pass to Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
Yeah, and they've come out strong. I mean, clearly they've been the better team so far.
Grant kicks to Gordon. Shoots over Kuzma. It's good from Gordon on the assist by Grant. And for those of us who have never played at this level, it must be a thrill to contend against the best in the world. But also with that comes a lot of pressure. How do you handle the balance between enjoying the game and the pressure that's on you in the game?
I've never felt pressure. I'm not really sure what that is. I mean, you'll have moments where you'll make game-winning shots, and it's fantastic.
Never nervous.
No. At times where you'll miss it, and then people won't like you very much. But then the next game, you hit a game winner, and everybody loves you. And then you miss the next one, and everybody don't like you again. Right? So why would I stress out over quote-unquote pressure? It doesn't make any sense to me.
How about the responsibility to your teammates and to your own built-in pressures to perform like Kobe Bryant?
Even that, right? Yeah. Even that. There'll be games where you make them, and your teammates are thanking you for it. At times when you miss it, and your teammates are like, dang, man, you got to do better. Right? So it's ebbs and flows all the time. And internally, I just do what I practice. So there's no reason for me to be nervous or apprehensive because I've done this shot thousands and thousands and thousands of times. I just have to do it one more time.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Inside. Here's Gordon. Gordon with another miss. And here's Chandler who brings it up for Los Angeles. Good. Kuzma's got 15 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
A 3 from Simmons. Kuzma pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. James, the pass to Kuzma. He kicks it to Caldwell Pope. Back to Kuzma. That one doesn't go. And Orlando will come the other way. Simmons against Caldwell Pope. Pass to Gordon. Shoots over Kuzma. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
Gordon's jumper really looking good, showing you how dangerous he is from the mid-range.
Caldwell Pope finds James. Back to Caldwell Pope. Gordon against Kuzma. LeBron right side. Lock at 6. On the money from 12 feet away. 15 points in the game.
You know, this quarter has been all him, all about him. They're getting it to him in his spots, and he's taking over.
In the corner, it's Gordon. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. No good from Simmons. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Caldwell Pope kicks to LeBron. Jacks up a 3, and again it's the Lakers from deep.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Clearly in great rhythm. They've got it going on, I mean, in a big way. Excellent job at establishing a huge lead early on.
And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. Lakers ahead, opening up a huge gap. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment.